Hello everyone, this is Max. You're watching Equity Match Online live pitch event. Today we have four great funders coming from Europe and US, and I can't wait to introduce them to you. Now, before uh, we stream, we are streaming right now on YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. If you have any question and you want to raise them to our funders, please just write them, and we are more than happy to bring your questions straight to them. Anyone wants to come to pitch, you can just email pitch@equitymatch.co. We brace you and welcome you here. And yeah, that's it. I think I can start. So let me introduce our four great founders. Starting from Jan, please bring me back, Kalindo. Thank you. Jan Goslicki, CEO and co-founder of Bitwala. Ammar, Senior Product Manager of Bitwala. Headquartered is Berlin, Germany. Financial services, pre-seed around 1 million in euro. How's it going, guys?
Hi Max, thanks for inviting me to your show. I'm Jan, I'm industrial engineer and economist and serial crypto entrepreneur since 10 years.
So, I will leave you introduce yourself, and after please go straight to pitch and we follow up with Q&A. Thank you.
Hello again. Yeah, I'm Jan. I'm Chief Operating Officer and co-founder of Bitwala. I've been into crypto since 2012 and I believe in the freedom of transaction. That's why I founded Bitwala.
Hi guys, this is Ammar. I'm looking after product at Bitwala. I'm super into products and super excited about the crypto space as well. Recently joined Bitwala, but we're a small team and ready to make it.
Hello everybody. Bitwala stands for crypto and trading, and we are offering crypto banking based on a self-custodial wallet. So what's the problem? What keeps me awake during the night? It is simple, where to store my crypto. And I'm not the only one. Basically, every second crypto owner is afraid of losing their funds. And they're right to be afraid because more than 700 billion have been already lost due to mismanagement of private keys or storing money to central parties. It's difficult to spend Bitcoin or any other crypto because nobody's accepting it and transfers are slow and expensive. So it's complicated and it's risky. That's why we founded Bitwala, one single app to live and work on crypto globally and store your crypto with your seed, without a seed phrase, without a private key, just with your biometrics, and pay anywhere where crypto is not accepted instantly. Our app is globally scalable. For consumers and businesses, we took over Nuri, a defunct crypto bank last year, and we went live just 3 months ago all over Europe. We will go live in Germany within the next couple of months, and we are showing already traction. So our revenue model is very simple. We charge 1% between the Web3, the crypto world, and the fiat world every time when you go left to right, right to left. We charge 1%. Everything else is covering the cost. What's the difference? What's the differentiator of Bitwala? We are covering basically self-custody first, a product where you can go in and out with a bank account, with a card, and you can interact with Web3 on crypto. Lightning fast. So if you're curious, we are having a funding gap of 1 million in order to break even. We have a very slim burn of less than 75K, which covers 5 engineers. We would like to hire 2 more engineers. We spend the money mainly on the team, but because we are in financial industry, there's also money to be spent on compliance, legal, and expanding on international markets. And last but not least, a tiny part of the money goes towards our partners and a significant portion also to acquiring customers, because we are starting with B2C and later we will also launch B2B. So we are serial entrepreneurs with an experience in more than 10 years into crypto. And we have a global network of industry partners. We have been into banking, into trading, and into technology in a long time. We are a very diverse company across the world. And yeah, we are here for a mission. We have a big mission, and that is making freedom of transaction a human right. If you want to participate that, we are open to let you in. Feel free to reach out to us, meet the founders. We are open to classic investment like convertible notes, but we also have our own Bitwala token, a modern way to invest. Our valuation right now stands at 5 million pre-money, and we have already a couple of diverse friends and families and angel investors from the fintech and from the crypto space who invested already in us. Thanks for listening in.
Thank you, Ammar. Any kind of crypto you support on your platform?
Yes, we do support Bitcoin and Ethereum, and that's it, because that's the only last survivors. Everything else has been underperforming in the long term and is highly speculated, not recommended for the mainstream users. We don't want to make the investment of our customers our revenue. We want our customers to hodl and to dollar cost average and make a long-term strategy to invest.
This is how you reduce your risk, I suppose, somehow.
This is how we reduce the risk of our customers.
Yeah, but if I want to use your application, should I already own crypto, or can buy directly them on your platform if I can?
You can buy directly. You don't need to own crypto.
So I can use like Bitcoins, for example.
Yes.
In terms of competitors who are competing with you in this space now, directly competing with you?
There is no company which focus on self-custody first. Everybody is doing custody first. But as we have been seeing with FTX, Celsius, Terra Luna, and so on, it's not good to trust legal central entities.
But when you talk about self-custody, what exactly it means? Not everyone is aware of this.
That you are the owner of your funds, that you basically are in control of your funds, just like with cash or gold in your vault at home, unlike depositing it with a bank.
In terms of strategy, go-to-market strategy, Jan, how are you going to acquire your clients or customers? Because you go B2B and B2C, as you said.
Yes, we start basically with B2C, and from our experience, freelancers are our target customers, because they need an account for as a private person, but as well as a business person, and they have been our more frequent customers in the past.
Regarding this 1 million pre-seed round, who are the investors you're looking for? Particularly, do you have any person in mind? Angels, family office? You already have some angels and family office in your cap table, or you are already in talk with them, correct?
That's correct. Yeah, if you want to join us, obviously you must be a believer in globalization and in digitization, in mobile payments, and last but not least, crypto. That must be something you're comfortable with, obviously. You don't need to be crypto native, and it's appreciated if you have fintech experience. Yeah, and any continent is welcome, because we have a global strategy.
One more question, Jan. In terms of IP, does it belong all to you guys? It's all in house.
Yes, 100%. Yes, we acquired the insolvent crypto bank Nuri, but after it filed insolvency, so we transferred 100% of the IP, and there is no liability left.
Jan, thank you so much, and as well to Ammar. I'm not sure you can stay with us until the end, as you told me you're busy. So in case you can't be with us when we have our elevator pitch, and then let me thank you now. Thank you.
Max.
And thank you. Amuto's second founder, Himesh Patel, CEO founder of Aeir, headquartered in Lucerne, Switzerland. Energy, utilities, Web3, seed around 5 million in Swiss francs. How's it going, Himesh?
Very well. Thank you, Max. How are you today?
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Glad
Thank
to
you
be
so much.
here. Thank you for the invite, and looking forward to sharing our vision.
Before sharing your vision, please give an introduction to yourself and after go straight. Thank you.
Oh, sure. I've been an entrepreneur for over 35 years. Background is finance and doing startups, actually, and just finding new emerging technologies and building a team around these technologies and structuring the financing and the go-to-market strategy. So that's who I am. So I'll go right into the opportunity that we want to present. So Aeir stands for Adaptive Energy Integrated Renewables, and we are basically bringing to life the dream of Nikola Tesla of wireless power. Most people today are familiar with wireless power in a near field, which is a short distance. But we've been in R&D since 2016-17, where we actually built the short-range power transmission prototype, proved that wireless power is real, and now are moving forward in terms of extending the range. But the new technology that we've come across with our chief scientist is a combination of what Nikola Tesla had invented in terms of magnetic resonance. We're coupling that with photons. So today, everywhere, we are wanting to unplug from the grid and be free and not be constrained by the network. So this is what we're bringing to reality. This antenna is the prototype we're going to be building. We have simulated the distance of 200 meters with 72 kilowatts with less than 5% loss. So this is the device that we will be building. The actual distribution of power, this is a slide that kind of gives you the picture where you have the power generation, renewable energy, whether it's solar, wind, or hydro, would then be transmitted over long distances, and that's ultimately ending up at a town where it would additionally be distributed wirelessly in shorter distances. So the strategy is to build out the wireless mesh, and one of the strategies we have is to engage the homeowners to install these antennas on their rooftops. The market is quite large when we start talking about IoT devices that would require communications wirelessly and power, obviously, for the IoT devices. And then the power grid technologies itself, and then the actual power generation market is just going to explode with AI coming at us. The more and more power requirements are going to go more and more to the edge, which is basically the mobile phone. So again, I mentioned myself, but Dr. Jan, he's been working on projects in and out with NASA, the European Space Agency. He's a mathematician, it's computational mathematics and astrophysicist. And he's actually, we have a few other team members that are also physicists on the team that are related to him. We are raising 5 million at this point to basically build a prototype and do a full 5 trials in a commercial environment. We're looking at vertical markets like obviously the mobile phone sector, hospitality, electric vehicles obviously is our long-term play. But right now we want to focus on building this antenna and testing it. And the 5 million will get us a runway of about 18 months to onboard a team of 15 full-time so that we can really focus now on building the different types of antennas, because we will need antennas for short range, long range, high powered transmission. So that's our goal right now with this. And I can tell you, we have immense interest from the investment community. We are talking to family offices as well as venture capital, like utility companies that have shown an interest in obviously wireless power transmission from their power generation plants. So we're excited. We're the Web3 connection, because we did mention a little bit on the Web3 side, is where we would engage the public to take part ownership in this infrastructure. Like today, we know we're all installing solar systems on our rooftops, but now imagine just having a wireless antenna talking to a solar farm that's several miles away. So that's it.
That's very astonishing. Thank you so much, Himesh. So the idea is having one antenna per each house with remove the grid.
Yeah, actually, let's say you're in a town, you would not. We have a tool that we've developed that tells us exactly where to place the antenna for safety and efficiency. Just so the one question that comes up a lot is about safety, and I can tell you that if our technology is not safe, then you should throw away your mobile phone, because it's going to operate on the same frequency, same spectrum, more or less, as the mobile phone does. So we would space out these antennas to make sure that we get the highest efficiency and safety.
When you talk about safety, are you talking about health safety?
Yeah, health safety, because EMF here, the electromagnetics, is what everyone's concerned about, right? Even with your mobile phone, people are always questioning, is 5G safe? Now 6G is coming. What is 6G going to do to us, right? And we're saying that our technology operates no more than 5G, but primarily under 5G.
And let's say to cover London, right? Mm-hmm. To get rid of the grid, how many devices do you need?
You mean how many antennas?
Yeah, antennas.
I mean, this is a planning tool. We are launching in the UK, actually, funny you say that, is our primary market right now, because we're doing our building of our prototype, let's say in Cambridgeshire, basically near Cambridge University, mm-hmm. So we can get access to a lot of brain power. But we could cover, I'll give you an example, a 200 square meter boundary can charge 4,000 mobile phones from 0 to 100%. So that gives you an idea. It could charge, electric vehicles, laptops, but it all depends. Our tool would allow us to basically plan how many antennas we need to install in a certain geographic area.
So let's cover a bit of economics. How do you make money out of it?
I mean, let's say your mobile phone. That's the best example, right? If we went to a mobile, we're talking to several telecom companies today to say that we could layer our technology over your infrastructure, and you can offer your subscribers that their phone would be charged at 70%, 100% of the time. Now, if they want to charge all the way to 100%, then you can charge them more money. But we have to see what would you pay? Would you pay 10 euros, 20 euros a month to make sure your phone is always charged at 70% and you never have to worry about your phone dying on you? That's the subscription model on the mobile phone sector. Electric vehicles, the same. So I see in the future we would have a plan where you could, obviously, if you own a mobile phone, yes. If you own an electric car, then we can add on to your subscription per month. So this would, and then in the future you may have appliances in your home, televisions, like you can also transfer the power from your, let's say, renewable energy system in your home wirelessly inside your home. But these will come in the future. But right now, the mobile phone sector is the obvious one for us, and that's why we're talking to
wherever I go, I have my phone charged 70% without any plug-in, plug-out, or whatever it is. This would be beautiful for the electric cars, because the problem today with electric cars is what I should do. 300 kilometers, I need to stop. There's nothing to go, and maybe I'm stuck on the street. And this is probably where many cars are not sold. Like my father, he said to me, "I'm not going to buy because it would be a headache for me."
Correct.
I understand as many, but if I can wireless charging wherever I am, just on the go, that's something that belongs for now to the full imagination.
Even, I mean, environmentally, if you're charging a car in motion dynamically, then the size of the battery can be reduced on the vehicle itself, right? So that's a great savings, leaves the natural resources in the ground, so to speak. So there's a lot of benefits to this technology. So
this is the first time I heard this, and for me it's pretty astonishing. I'm beautifully listening. But there is anyone else out there doing something close to you?
Yes, there are many companies that are in the wireless power sector. Long range, there's one company that is using a very different technology, but it's only point to point. Our technology can go point to multi-point, asynchronous, which means we can transmit and receive if we want to on the same, let's say, device.
Okay.
I mean, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but your mobile phone can receive for sure, but we could also send from your mobile phone in the future energy to, let's say you have another person that doesn't have it, you can transmit power to them. So
you can use your mobile phone as a device for transmission. This is unbelievable. What investors are looking for? Unfortunately, we have a limited time. So are you looking, you are raising 5 million in Swiss franc. Are you looking for who? Angels, family offices?
Honestly, when I first started this, I wanted to engage the public and say, let the public own this infrastructure. But we know that in the beginning, we need to get some, let's say, institutional type investors, angel investors, family offices, venture capital. Not so much venture capital, but corporate venture capital. So we're talking to many telecom companies, utility companies that obviously see a benefit for them, and trying to see if we can attract them to invest in us. So, but I think we're quite open. We're not married to any particular, but I think if at this round we need some strategic investors, because we need to grow this ecosystem out, and we need the right players with us.
Himesh, thank you so much. I mean, you're doing something unbelievable.
Thanks.
Please stay, because we are all back soon. I'm moving to our other funder, Kate. So I'm shorting the name, so I'm sure I'm going to pronounce in a more or less correctly way. Stankevich, CEO and founder of the Cognity, headquartered in Delaware, USA, information service, pre-seed $1.2 million USD. How's it going, Kate?
It's going great. How are you?
Oh, good. Thank you so much for coming. Please, if you want to give an intro to yourself, and after you can go straight to pitch. Thank you.
Perfect. Sounds good. So my name is Katsiaryna Stankevich, or Kate Stankevich. My background is technical. I finished computer science, and then I did my master's degree in Imperial College London. Me, Wojtek, and Angelina have opened the Cognity a little bit more than a year ago, and I'm happy to introduce it to you. Thank you. So What is it, the Cognity? The Cognity is an AI platform for learning social skills. And let me ask you a couple of questions. Do you ever feel like nobody understands you? Or do you struggle to find love? Maybe you hate networking events and you want to disappear when your manager asks you to go there. Or maybe for you, it is a necessity to learn the skill because you're on the spectrum. You may ask what I'm talking about, and I'm talking about social skills. Did you know the lower the social skills, the lower the job satisfaction? And also, did you know that 57% of people quit their job because their manager lacks social skills and empathy? Moreover, the cost to replace a salaried employee is 6 to 9 months of their salary. So the price of poor social skills for US companies is shocking 570 billion. And what about autistic individuals? For them, learning social skills is a necessity. Mothers spend on average 1/4 of the day teaching and caring for an autistic child. Adding to this driving to therapy sessions at least twice per week, work and other chores, this becomes unbearable. And what do you think? Consequently, mothers have a high rate of mental health problems. Considering all these facts, we can see that there is no efficient solution for learning social skills. We propose a platform where you choose a skill that you would like to improve, learn the theory behind it, do exercises, and get feedback. All of this you can do regularly whenever and wherever you want. With this solution, we are targeting programmers in the US, creating a sum of almost 1.5 billion. This is all from 24 billion market of soft skills training with CAGR 12%. We are approaching the market iteratively and first have started by acquiring tech companies. Then we are planning to expand to STEM professionals and create new product line for autistic individuals. Our final destination is the world where the Cognity stands as the one-for-all tool for mastering social skills, accessible to everyone. And just imagine, with us, people will start to understand each other feelings, obstacles, and struggles. The Cognity doesn't just benefit individuals, it turbocharges businesses by boosting employee happiness, decreasing employee turnover rate, and enhancing client relationships. But that's not all. It paves the way for greater diversity and inclusivity in companies, so that everybody feels safe. And don't overlook the mothers. They can finally take a well-deserved break while their children develop their social skills. In order to achieve all these exciting things, we assess your voice, words, facial expressions, your empathy, and reactions to the situations. All of this is done with our custom-made AI models. In order to train these models, we have created our own face expression dataset with Polish National Academy of Art. All the materials for the courses are created with professional top-notch psychologists and neuroscientists. We are competing with courses, books, coaches, and psychologists. And guess what? We shine the brightest. We have an impeccable efficiency at exceptionally low price. But what truly sets us apart is our secret weapon, AI innovation that leads the competition in the dust. To sum it up, the Cognity is available 24/7, scalable, meticulously crafted by industry professionals, and all at a price point that's staggering 1,000 times lower than traditional options like psychologists. Allow me to introduce our exceptional team of founders, a fusion of AI/ML expertise, business acumen, big data, and unwavering community-centric approach. Our core content team is composed of psychologists with an impressive 22 years of experience and complemented by the insights of professors of neuroscience. Our team consists of 9 amazing individuals. Over the past 3 months, we successfully assembled a group of advisors. We share our enthusiasm and mission from some of the largest tech corporations globally and created a sales pipeline of $8 million. We achieved a significant milestone by securing our first paid pilot with Boson QSI. They have converted to our client and collecting 150,000 worth of LOIs. Since March, we have been a part of Alchemist Accelerator, and also the Cognity has been nominated for Central European Startup Award, and currently we are finalists. If you share our idea to change the world, let's embark on this journey together. Thank you.
Thank you, Kate. I always believe the teaching social skills is extremely complicated, and I do believe it is. Now, what is the problem behind this huge lack of social skills that you identified to create your model?
The problem with currently as I previously mentioned, we can learn social skills in multiple ways. Either we are going to the psychologists or coaches. With coaches, there is a huge disadvantage because they propose only short-term solutions, and no matter what anybody will say to me, you can't learn a skill in a couple of days. Just like if you ever tried to learn playing tennis, it never takes 1 day or 2 or even a week-long workshop. It always takes much longer. With a psychologist, it's more from the comfort perspective. You always would need to schedule sessions. You always would need to come to the psychologist. There is many disadvantages to this. And the courses and books, they never provide you with the feedback. So basically, you're you're reading a sentence. For example, for me, it was extremely complicated. Be more compassionate, right? And no matter what you're saying, be more compassionate. What does it mean? If I'm doing it correctly or if I'm doing it wrong, should I be more compassionate, or if this is enough? There is many questions, and that's what was missing, the feedback, for example. And we can solve all these problems. So, yeah.
You're targeting, if I'm right, programmers at the very beginning and IT. Why you decide them?
For us, all of the co-founders are technical. We have seen this problem multiple times during our careers. From my personal experience, when I was a manager, I was receiving a lot of complaints from the sales, for example, that the meeting was ruined by my engineer. And even if we asked for the workshops from the social skills, it took 1 hour and we were expected to deliver on this, right? To have some results on improved social skills. Never happened. So in the end, for me, this problem was very close to heart, for co-founders also. And additionally, we have a huge network of programmers. So this was a logical choice.
But what's the user journey? First of all, who are the users? Is sold to an individual or to the company as a whole? And what's the journey to use your application?
Yeah, so basically, we are selling B2B. It can be both from the benefits perspective. It can be a tool for the benefits of the programmers, right? So they can choose to use this tool and choose to improve their social skills. Or it can go from a learning and education perspective when they are asked to do some specific courses. Answering to your question on how the user journey looks like, firstly, the user would need, if the course got assigned, for example, by HR manager or by the diversity and inclusivity expert, there is no choice. They basically have a course which they need to do. It takes different amount of time depending on the course. During this course, they're always receiving the feedback. They're always improving themselves. And from a second perspective, if, for example, the user decides to improve the social skills themselves, they do the survey, they understand where they have gaps, they do the course, and they improved.
So yeah, one we see online. So we will make an introduction later, but it's pretty much interested in what you're doing. Squazzle, after we make it short, after the pitch, we make the intro. In terms of funding, unfortunately, we have limited time. In terms of fundraising, you raised 1.2 million in pre-seed round. What's the state of the company today? What you're going to do? What's your plan to go to market plan? Okay, is already done. You already said your growth plan. How do you scale this business?
Well, maybe on the usage of the funds, couple of words. We have a lot of LOIs, which are clearly defined with a specific document, with the specific numbers and the trigger points. And in order to convert these LOIs, we need a couple of more courses, which were defined by the companies. In order to deliver this as fast as possible, we need to hire a team, and that's basically the bigger part of the money would go. And the second one is to increase our We would like to reach to as many companies as we can. So this will be the second, let's say, part of the money used.
My last is where is the market? You are based in UK, London. So is UK the first market for you to test your product, or you want to just go global as soon as you start?
We would like to firstly go with a more targeted approach, because then the marketing is much easier. So we are going firstly to the US, because the social skills market there extremely developed, and it's around 20 billion. If you remember, 24 billion is a global market. So the biggest chunk of social skills is in the US. So yeah, that's basically the idea. The product itself can be populated globally very easily. It doesn't have limitations. The only concern which may appear is, for example, cultural appropriationship, but there can be an additional course on this topic.
Kate, thank you so much. Stay with us, don't go, because we're all back soon. I'll move to our last, but of course not the least, founder, Dorota Rymaszewska.
Very
Founder
nice.
and CEO, I made it. Of hiPets, Warsaw, Poland, pet health and social impact. Let's see it around 2 million in USD. How's it going, Dorota?
Good. Great. Thank you. Thanks for invitation.
Thank you for
Very nice
coming.
to meet you.
Please, an intro and straight to the pitch. Thank you.
Okay. Hi, my name is Dorota. I'm a sales expert turned sales and business coach turned into founder and CEO of pet tech rising startup hiPets. I've grown from high-ranking position in corporate structures of P&G and PC Cassens and global startup Booksy. I have worked with the teams across 5 continents, from Brazil to Kazakhstan, and my investors and advisors call me a superstar cockroach. The fact that I'm resilient as hell and make crowds fall in love with my vision may have something to do with that. So speaking of vision, let me tell you more about hiPets. So, this year I turned 42. A decade ago, I would be called a middle-aged cat lady, but today I'm a millennial pet mom. And there are so many of us. For the last 3 years, the number of pets at homes increased by 35%. The pet category is now worth 3 times the kids category and growing twice as fast. So it will be 5 times the kids category in 2030, reaching $500 billion. But more pets does not mean more vets. Just the opposite. The number of vets is decreasing year by year. Did you know that vets are the professional group suffering the biggest rate of burnouts and suicides? Yeah, this year in US only, 3,200 people will graduate veterinary medicine, 2,000 will retire, but 1,500 will leave the job due to health and mainly mental health problems. So we are 300 people short every year. That means that in just 6 years, we'll make 70,000 pets left medically unserved. So is that job that hard? Well, it is. Starting with unpredictability of visits, work overwhelm, and being less paid than human medicine specialists, managing people, managing business, and the worst factor, demanding and big mouth pet parents. They are just not able to carry so much stress. So why pet parents, full of unconditional love for their pets, behave like little monster for their vets? Well, half of them is not yet 40. They live in an on-demand world, expecting everything to be instant and easy to understand. Now, imagine something's wrong with a kid. Pets don't talk. You call the doctor, but no one answers. You Google the symptoms, get a heart attack, and call again, then send request booking form, and terrified, uninformed, and full of guilt, wait for 9 days for that vet visit. When you're there, it's not any better. A line in the waiting room, medical language you don't get, and the price you did not expect. It's not that hard to pour out frustration at the vet. So we've stepped in, leaving everyone satisfied. hiPets is a SaaS scheduling and management system that, unlike other tools, collects pet info, including symptoms. Our AI tool is collecting and analyzing data, synthesizes and sends it to the practice with an instant booking prior to the visit. Its duration, employee, examinations, and equipment needed are known prior, which revolutionizes vet practice efficiency, plus less stress. Also, instantly served, well-informed pet parents are much nicer and easier to handle. Again, less stress. Our system is used so far by over 1,000 professionals who invited over 300,000 pet parents to book them via hiPets Pet Parent app, creating a marketplace for us. And this is how we make money. It's a SaaS-enabled marketplace model. Vets pay SaaS fee for using scheduling and management system. Other pet professionals like groomers or boarders are happy to pay success fee for bringing them new clients. And finally, knowing all the pet data, including medical record, we are able to craft product offers like food, supplements, or insurance to all our users. We are a team of 15 passionate professionals, and some of us, including me, already helped to build successful scheduling and management system for beauticians. So, is there any competition? The biggest competition we have is the phone and dislike of change. Veterinary industry is probably the world's most digitally unserved one, and practices use legacy systems, desktop applications, or even pen and paper. At my best knowledge, no one does what we do. And industry experts say the same. They named hiPets technology disruption in veterinary. Also, amazing investor trust in hiPets. Among them, our tech mentor and business angel Marcin Żukowski, co-founder and CTO of Snowflake, and our industry advisor and investor Mars Petker, the world's biggest pet care company. So we are raising 2 million seed round for launching hiPets in the first US city. If you fancy a transatlantic flight with us, but if you are scared of flights or just don't do long distance travels with strangers, we can start with just $500,000, which we need to break even. My name is Dorota Rymaszewska, but Dora is all you need to be able to pronounce. Reach out, I'm super easy to talk to.
Thank you so much, Dora. That's true that we have so many pets, myself included, and I love it. I just love
one is responsible for my deck error.
That's massive. But my question is, the professionals in the pet industry, of course, they use your platform for scheduling, meeting, management, all this kind of stuff. And how did they bring the clients on board as well? Can you be a bit more articulate a bit more?
Mm-hmm. There is only one service that pets use that is obligatory for every pet, and that's a veterinary visit and the vaccination every year. So people have to go to vet. So vets in their database, they actually have all the pet parents that exist. So if they start using scheduling system, they need to notify their clients they should now book them via this system. So when the practice starts using the system, they just send invite text saying, "Hi, starting now, I'm using this system. So if you want to book a visit, use it." And that's it.
And what I can do on the system, because I can see you do a lot of cross-selling as well.
A vet, what can do, it's a system to manage their practice, and this is the system to schedule booking, to optimize the efficiency and the use of the resources. But on the other hand, there is a pet parent. A pet parent is a creature, as myself, that is willing to have everything in one place. And everybody dream about one-stop shop for pets. For now, our app, what we do, we enable booking, we deliver content, we also make them being able to verify if their pet symptoms qualify as an emergency or not. In time, we will be able to add another features like buying products, buying subscription for food, supplements, also visit pet-friendly places, or even meet people who have same animals.
So you want to create one-stop shop. Yep. Where everyone can come and do whatever is needed from their pet, from the professional side and the owner side.
Exactly.
So today, where are you standing in terms of you already pretty many customers, and so with this 2 million round, what you're going to deliver? What's your strategy because startups, the beginning is tough, but the growth stage is unbelievable tough. So are you going to approach your growth stage in scaling?
As I said in the very beginning, I'm already 42. So I'm rather in this position that I've been there and done that, especially that in a couple of companies, I've been scaling it and trying to launch other markets. We have confirmed our go-to-market strategy, and we have ready to apply scenario to open new cities, because this is what we do. We open cities, not countries. The 2 million round is to start sales in the US, because now we are in Poland and we are the market leader. And here it's for us, we miss like 7-9 months to break even, to be profitable, and to be super efficient here. But the money we will spend on launching the US, we prepared for it. We've been preparing for it for the full year last year. So we spent hours on reception desks with doctors, talking with practice managers. As I mentioned, we have a couple of American investors. Also, our industry investor owns 7,000 veterinary hospitals, so they enable us contact with our potential clients, so we can understand the true needs of the market. And we know how to do this. We have resources. We are system ready. So once we raise, we go.
Why US? You have, I understand US because you have a lot already working with you coming from the US. But for example, UK or enlarging your market around Europe, this is not something that appeals you.
You know, US is half of a pet category, half of a global pet category, and opening new market, in my experience, needs same effort from founders, same focus, same time, and very often same money when you launch in just one city. So I'd rather go to the biggest piece of cake in the world than for the smaller one.
And for this round, what the investor are looking for? An investor persona?
I'm not very picky. Like, I think we'll spend together 7 up to 8 years. So for me, it's not only money. We need to have a good vibe. We need to be able to sit in that plane and go over the ocean and being able to cope somehow. We have already investors who are our mentors in business, our industry investors and tech mentors. What I would love to have now, I would love to have sparring partners who will help me personally grow as a CEO of a company that is rapidly growing, and help to grow my managers so they can follow the rapid growth of the company. We have already VCs on the cap table, we have CVC, and we have business angels, and we are super cool with everyone. So I would love my future investor to understand what we do, love the mission that we believe in, and also, yeah, a good vibe is something really, really cool.
Dora, thank you so much. Don't go, because we are all back soon. So you stay here and we bring all the other founders right now back. So let's start with Himesh. Himesh, in 20 seconds, deliver your best elevator pitch. Why invest in your great technology that when it will be, and it will revolutionize everything, and of course your team and yourself? You need to unmute yourself.
Sorry, Max. Yeah, so I think the one word that comes to mind is freedom, and that's why we've basically been using a strategy. Everybody needs freedom from being tied down to receiving electricity, and the more and more the world gets electrified, the more and more dependent we become on energy. And I believe that our technology is going to give you that freedom to do what you want to do and be anywhere and receive energy anytime.
Thank you so much, Himesh. I can't wait. I really can't wait. Dorota.
You know, it's not only pets is a biggest category, one of the biggest and the fastest growing, that in just 6 years will be worth $500 billion. And I can imagine that being invested in one of the biggest players on the market that makes a nice piece of that cake, or should I say bone, it's really nice to have. But also we address serious social issues, and we significantly improve people's life. So if I were an investor, I would like to invest in such stuff.
Thank you, Dora. Kate, please.
Thank you. Maybe for my speech will be less poetic, and I will go with the numbers and facts. We have an amazing team. We have a great idea and already developed product. We have traction, which is proven and I already presented. So I think we are worth investing in. Thank you.
Thank you, Kate. Dora, Himesh, Kate, thank you so much for being with us today. It's been an absolute, as always, my pleasure. And I'm pretty sure all people watching, investors, and not only, maybe even some funders, enjoyed your pitch and this event today. Anyone wants to get in touch with our funders, you can come to us. We make a warm intro without any problem, or you can go straight to them because we give all the details as we don't charge any pound. So this is a free of charge event. We do this because we love funders, we love venture capital, we love startups. Thank you to everyone. We go live again next week, and thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.